So what I'll do, I'll take something like 5 minutes. We do an overview together, after which now everybody will be doing on their own the first activity or two, then I can be able to assist. So in 10 minutes or 15, I want again to go back with the Kahoot questions so that I can be able to fix that one from the back end. Then you can continue now with the session the rest of the afternoon. Then if anybody has a challenge, they can always get back to me so that I can be able to solve them remotely. So this is purely hands-on. So we'll try to see a few features of Palo Alto. Then after which everybody can be able to handle this on their own. Everyone's environment should look something like this. So if you navigate down, we have a couple of virtual machines that are running. So the one that you'll be using to do most of the configuration is the one that is written student. So we've got others which are Ubuntu. We've got the VM series of the next generation firewall, which is VM 100 that we'll be using. So the look and the feel, that is from the interface level, the features will be totally the same as you're running on the hardware. So we normally use this virtual machine series to secure the cloud, or that is both public cloud and also the local or private cloud in your environment, right? So from this student desktop, there is an icon right in front of your desktop under Google Chrome. So this is the one that we use to configure most of the configurations on the firewall. So maybe to touch a little bit few in terms of navigation. So we've got these tabs here. So there's the mobile PC, which will act like an end user or a mobile PC that can be used to test the Global Protect VPN solution. There's the mobile PC, which we'll use to test the functionalities of the SSL VPN, which is a clientless that we normally use to consume the software as a service applications, which can be published on the portal. Then we have the workshop guide, which is a PDF that has all the activities that we'll be doing, including the architecture design, the VM series, which I've talked about, then the survey, and this is for the VM list and the Linux server that will be used to simulate the attacks. So you can always use these icons. For example, this one, connection display. When you click this one, it will toggle to a full display, which you can use to get all the functionalities. It's like you have access to that student desktop. So from here, you click on this, it open the management interface of the firewall. So if you press escape again, it will take us back to the full view where you access all the infrastructure. So here there is also another tab that can also get you access to the full environmental view with all the multi-tab. So this here workshop guide also opens to a PDF, the Ultimate Test Drive PDF, which contains all the activities from number 1 to number 11. So what I'll do, I'll try to do the first one, after which it can give us a little bit of an idea about what we are doing. So first we need to understand the design. So this is how it looks like. We are going to use the management interface under the subnet 10.30.11.0/24 subnet to do the management and also be able to get the updates via the management interface. So .1 is the interface management of the firewall, and our IP is 101. So the trust network is 192.168.11.1. .24 for the internal facing interface on the firewall, and one of the interfaces .101 for the PC. And all these other nodes here for the global protect, this is for the mobile PC, client as VPN, and the server that we will simulate the attacks. Okay. So the first activity is to make sure that we enable the interface. To make sure that it looks like this. So this is to enable us go to the internet. So we need to make sure that this red here icon, the link state, looks like this at the end of the day. So first, let's try to see whether you can be able to access the internet. All right. Under these bookmarks, let's try to access CNN breaking news. So we can see that you cannot be able to access during this time because there is no connectivity, as from this picture, that's allowing us to get outside the network. So we'll try to bring this interface up. All right. So from the management, we'll try to sign in. Below, under the MOTD banner, we can see the login credentials, which are student UTD 135. So this is the management of Palo Alto networks. So from the dashboard level, it gives you the overview. It has got different widgets, which you can also add yours here depending on your preference. So it shows that from the interfaces, interface 1 is down, which is again the interface that is public facing that we need to bring up. So general information shows about which kind of software that we're using, which kind of mode. This is PA, VM, and it's an ESXi hypervisor that we're using for this matter, and the version is 9. So we'll use these two interfaces to do some 2-3 demonstrations. Then I'll let you continue. So from network, then under interfaces, select Ethernet. Under this Ethernet 1.1. On the advanced, we'll go to the link state, then we turn it up. After we do this, click OK, and let's commit to make sure that the changes are pushed to the running memory. So you can always say close if you want to do other activities, and you can always come to the tasks, and it will show you what is running from the background and the status of the current job. So you can see right now it's at 99. Hopefully the commit will go successfully. So after this is done, we expect this one to be green, and the connectivity to the internet should be successful. So the test that we'll do once this is successful is now we'll try again to access the CNN. So you can see this link state now is green. Now if we try again to access CNN, wow, everything is up. Now you can be able to access the internet and see how Trump is trying to peddle dangerous cures to coronavirus. All right, so this is activity number 1.0, which is again logging into the internet, right? So activity number 1 is to control the SaaS applications, including Office 365, social media application, Facebook, Instagram. So currently we are going to use App ID, which is our application identification functionality, and also use login and reporting to verify and try to understand what is blocking us or why we are not able to do this. So first we'll try to browse Facebook again, just the way we did with the CNN. So under this folder, bookmarks, let's go to activity 1, try to access Facebook. You can see it is saying application blocked. So as part of our troubleshooting normal procedures, we'll always try to see under the monitor, try to understand who is this that is trying to block Facebook. So action, under this, you can see that when you select an action, it automatically turns it into a filter command. Like now, this is action equals to allow. So if you want to filter for those action equals to deny, we simply write or click and then it creates that filter. So you can see that we've got a couple of applications with action of deny. But for us, what we want to achieve is to make sure that we want to see subtype equal to deny. So subtype, so under the same, so we want to see all those types with deny that have been implemented and know the policy. So we say subtype equals to deny. And again, it also looks like just normal English. So from here, we can see the applications and we can see that Facebook base has been denied. Then we see here there's a rule called explicit deny one is the rule that is denying us. So we can always go back to the under the policies, allow Facebook under this kind of a policy, which we have seen here from the monitor tab that is blocking us. So UTD explicit deny one is the policy that is denying us. So you can see explicitly deny one. This is the policy that is trying to. So what we'll do for this exercise, there's a policy here you can see that has got application Facebook, and the action is to allow them so that the accounting, so the marketing guys can be able to use this to do their marketing campaigns. So once this is selected, it should be bluish. Then we create enable. So sorry, we press enable to activate this. So once this is done, you will see that it's not now in italics. Then once we commit, we are supposed to be getting this access to the application. So something small I want you guys to notice that from the granularity side, you can see that we could have allowed not only just the application, but we could have added, for example, a chat. So if you say Facebook here, you can see that there is Facebook chat, there is Facebook base, there is Facebook apps, posting, file sharing, video rooms, and the stuff. So we can't be able to only allow chat, for example, to be the only application that we either allowing or blocking. We can say we don't want to see anybody who is posting. So you'll get Facebook, but you cannot be able to post or update anything. Then you can say we don't want to see people doing Facebook video, which from the analysis we see that it's consuming a lot of traffic, actually more than YouTube. So these are some of the things that we talked about granularity on how we can be able to have this policy, or just thanks to application control. So if we go to our tasks here, we can be able to see what is the status. So we can be able to see what is the status of the job that we had implemented. I'm sorry, my network is becoming a little bit. Very interesting. So you can see now that there is something that has popped out. So it has not blocked yet, but there is something that is written SSL in the company policy. SSL traffic initiate so that it can be private and manual. So this kind of information they can be doing and make sure that not using that link to deliver. So we say yes to ensure that we are conforming with this or something happened. All right. So once we know that one, the rule here at first is in that we see that the applications which are allowed is Facebook application we see now that
Guys, we are going to start Kahoot app quiz competition right now. So the Kahoot app game pin number is 38685516. So you can download the app via mobile as well or in desktop as well. Yeah. So please start putting the player's name.